Kharaday's English Academy welcomes you all. Kharaday's English Academy is just way to learn English, and in this particular video I'm going to discuss about one of the most important section from the question paper, writing skill. So let me start. Writing skills. Writing skills is one of the most important section of 10th standard syllabus, and every student should be well prepared to write writing skills. For example, in the question paper you have to write letter, information transfer, speech, interview questions, developing story. These are some writing skills available, and in the SSC board examination writing skills are very important to get good marks, to obtain good score in the subject. Let me start. We are going to discuss each and every writing skill one by one, and the first one is letter writing. Question 5A, letter writing. There will be two letter writings. First one is formal letter, another one is informal letter. What is the meaning of formal and informal? Students, the formal letter means the letter we can write a letter to editor, to principal, to school teacher, class teacher. These are all the formal letters. And informal letters we can write a letter to our relatives. For example, our father, mother, sister, brother, friend also. This is called informal letter. So the letter writing will be for 5 marks, formal or informal. You have to choose any one letter, means you can write formal or informal. In the question paper both will be given, both letter writings will be given. For example, formal letter also will be given, informal letter also will be given. You have to choose any one of the both. Also students, you can see here the marking system or marking scheme for the formal and informal letter. So if you write sender address and date, you will get half mark, recipient's address half mark, subject half mark, main body 2 mark, subscription or closing half mark, and grammar is for 1 mark. So this is the marking scheme of formal letter. Marking scheme of informal letter is here. If you write sender address and date, you will get half mark. Salutation is very important in informal. So salutation, if you write salutation, you will get half mark. And in the informal letter, for the main body 1.5 mark is there, and enclosure or closing half mark, and 1 mark for grammar. So this is the writing skill. First one, question 5A, letter writing, formal or informal letter. You have to choose any one of both. B question from the question 5 is dialogue writing or interview questions. Means dialogue writing and interview questions are very important. Dialogue writing 5 marks, interview questions 5 marks. In the dialogue writing, the marking scheme as following: proper introduction and beginning 1 marks, appropriate sequence of dialogues 2 marks, use of grammatical structure, constructions and vocabulary 1 mark, proper layout and conclusion 1 mark. So this is the marking scheme of dialogue writing. Let me discuss about the marking scheme of interview questions. Interview questions also for 5 marks, appropriate beginning and ending 1 marks, use of appropriate quality questions 2 marks, and use of proper grammatical structure and tenses 2 marks. So while writing interview questions, while framing interview questions, you make sure that you are framing questions by using correct structure of grammatical, correct tenses and appropriate grammatical structure. Then only you can get 2 out of 2 marks for the interview questions. So this is the marking scheme of writing skill, dialogue writing and interview questions. Both are very important, students. Interview questions also very important, dialogue writing also important, and both are very easy. If you practice yourself, then these both questions are very easy to solve, to obtain good marks. Okay, next is question 6a, information transfer. Information transfer deals with fact file, leaflet, tabular form, bar graph, liner graph, chart, tree diagram, flow chart, note making, does and don'ts. So read and present in a graphic form or observe the graphic form and describe. Both will be given. Means in the information transfer, students, what will be given? The first one is verbal to non-verbal. What is the meaning of verbal to non-verbal? What is the meaning of verbal to non-verbal? Verbal to non-verbal means what? Verbal means the paragraph will be given. Read the paragraph, read the extract, read the information given in the extract in the paragraph format. This is called verbal, and you have to convert, you have to transfer that information into non-verbal. What is the meaning of non-verbal? You should read the passage, you should read the extract and present the information in a graphic form. Graphic form is what? You can make tree diagram, you can make flow chart, you can make leaflet, fact file or bar graphs. This is called graphic forms. So this is called a verbal to non-verbal. And the marking scheme of verbal to non-verbal is like this. Title 1 marks, means title should be given for the information transfer. Covering all points 2 marks. Appropriate graphic layout 1 mark and overall presentation 1 mark. Next is non-verbal to verbal. Non-verbal to verbal means what, students? Non-verbal to verbal means the question based on fact file, means the information will be given by using flow chart, tree diagram, note making, bar graphs, fact file, leaflet. So these are called non-verbal facts, and using that information you have to convert that information into paragraph format. It is called non-verbal to verbal. So if you are converting information, if you are solving non-verbal to verbal, you should study, you should be prepared, you should be well prepared for the tree diagram, and you should read proper what is the information given through tree diagram, flow chart or bar graph or other any graphic form, and you have to convert that all the information into verbal, means into passage, into extract. And marking scheme of the non-verbal to verbal is title 1 mark, same, use of given points 2 marks, grammar 1 mark and appropriate language and conclusion 1 mark. So why? What is the difference between the marking scheme? In the verbal to non-verbal there is no any grammar, but in non-verbal to verbal grammar is there. Why grammar? Because you are converting, you are transforming, you are converting the information into paragraph format. So while converting the information into paragraph format, you have to write proper sentence structure, grammatical structure you have to write proper. So that's why 1 mark for grammar. But students, information transfer also very easy question. It's very easy question, so you have to solve that properly. In our videos, I am also going to upload a proper steps of writing skill. Each and every topic I will cover. Stay tuned with Kharades English Academy. Next one is B question, views and counter views or speech. Views and counter views means one view will be given, means a view section will be given to you and you have to write a counter view section by using the view section. So this is called view and counter view sections. For example, in the view section they will give any important fact about the school, means mobiles are allowed into college or school. This is the view section. You have to write counter view of the section means opposite ideas, opposite thoughts regarding the view section. This is called views and counter view section. Proper beginning and conclusion, appropriate vocabulary and grammar, expressing his opinion in good and liquid language, logical order, appealing and convincing his thoughts. These are the marking scheme. So views and counter view section, this little bit uh, tough. It's not that much tough, but it's hard. But you can choose speech writing because big question is views and counter views or speech, and drafting speech is very easy. Drafting a speech is very easy. Why? Because you can write a speech on particular subject. A subject will be given to you and you have to write a speech. Okay, so marking scheme of drafting a speech is appropriate beginning and conclusion. So if there is appropriate beginning and conclusion, you will get 1 mark. Body means in the body, use of given points, additional points, appropriate use of language. These are some important points in the drafting a speech. Appropriate sequence and flow of language and use of proper or appropriate grammatical structures. These are the points, but you can write properly speech. So my opinion, you have to choose in the examination only speech, drafting a speech, because this is easy and you can write a speech properly. So drafting a speech is easier than views and counter view section. Then creative writing question 7. This is very important question because this is not writing skill, this is creative writing. And in the creative writing question 7a is there, expansion of proverbs, maxims, quotations, slogans or news report based on the given headline. Means you have to choose one from the given. Means the question number 7a will be of expansion of proverbs quotation, means one quotation will be given and you have to expand it. You have to expand it by using your thoughts. You will be given slogans and you have to expand your thoughts regarding that slogan, or you can choose news report based on the given headline. Means headline will be given and you have to write a news report. Marking scheme of these both questions are title and proper beginning 1 mark, elaboration of the idea, subject, theme 2 marks, use of proper grammar and vocabulary 1 mark, proper conclusion and layout 1 mark. So this is for also 5 marks. You can choose report writing also, news report based on the given headline. And the last question in the creative writing is B, developing a story, narrating an experience related to the given beginning and ending 5 marks. Means what? You should develop a story. Means the beginning will be given to you, beginning will be provided to you and you have to use that beginning. By using the beginning you have to develop a story. A beginning or ending also they will provide. By using that both you have to develop a story, then it will become a story, moral story or your story. And narrating an experience also, means beginning will be provided to you and you have to narrate your experience. And marking scheme of the question B is title and proper beginning 1 mark. So title must be given for the story and also narrating an experience. So title and proper beginning 1 mark, elaboration of idea, subject and theme 2 marks, use of proper grammar and vocabulary 1 mark, and proper conclusion and layout 1 mark. So these are the marking system: creative writing, expansion of idea, expansion of proverbs, quotations, news report, developing story, narrating an experience, weave and counter view sections, drafting a speech, information transfer, verbal to non-verbal, non-verbal to verbal, and dialogue writing, interview questions, and letter writing, formal and informal letter. This is a video. I want to discuss you questions based on writing skill and creative writing. In the next videos I'm going to upload proper steps, how to write writing skill, how to write creative writing, and I will be given a questions to you also. Stay tuned with the Karades English Academy. Thank you very much. Thank you for watching. Subscribe my channel, share and like. Thank you.